It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a diving catch right side. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Luke. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Luke. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Coleman. Here's a four-receiver look now. Three of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Third and 5. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And his kick here is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
This one deep into the landing zone, returnable from the 2-yard line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin on the ground with Guerendo. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Second and 7. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Purdy. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that move's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 11. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Debo going in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And his pass incomplete.
Well, they seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
They'll set up to...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. The moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. And the 49ers get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock. But that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd. Especially as a quarterback, it's your job to quiet that home crowd. But an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
First play, he's going to throw. Purdy. He sends this one to the end zone. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet, so there's a flag on the field. So march it forward after they accept the penalty.
On the jump.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Ready?
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Brought in close to the 8. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Go, Reed. Go. Go.
On the give, it's Garindo. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
70 Timberwolf. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Check out.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Rocco switch. Rocco switch. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready?
3rd and goal, Purdy. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Koo able to put it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Ready?
Running it after the penalty. Will take it in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Has room down the left sideline. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get it down to a single point. That one right down the middle. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Garindo running between the tackles. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Devon Holland there to make the stop.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 28. Connection made to Isaac Gurindo. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down. Samuel comes in motion left. Purdy on first down. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a 49er first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, San Francisco. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And look at this return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Blown back, it's the handoff. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 41. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
That's caught for the first. That one hits for 30. And the Giants will have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Cut at the 10-yard line. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Working quickly here. Trying again, following the sack. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play. Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Willie Gay there on the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They have 2nd down and 5. Now a give to Gurindo. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Willie Gay there on the tackle. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Kittle brings it in. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Connects with Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go, set. Go.
Another carry for him. And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stopped at the line. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
On the set.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants parlay the interception into points. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Garindo. Juke the defender. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Play action now with Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. From the 36. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Offense in the hurry up here. First down throw by Purdy. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Javon Holland there to make the stop. On 3rd down, Purdy. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Koo able to put it through. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Giants need some big yards in a hurry. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 29. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. Oh, heads-up play from the Giants there. They get to the loose ball and make the recovery. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Escapes the pocket. Throwing deep down the left side. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the 49ers see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Let's go. 19 Lions.
3rd and long for him here. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be Giants football. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the 49ers nearly take it back for a pick 6, but he's stopped at the very last moment.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up a turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort. There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
From the gun is Purdy. And he's got it. That's a layout for it, but touchdown. The 49ers take the lead just before halftime. Deebo Samuel the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Caught quickly on the slant. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
We're looking to throw. Oh, interception. And the 49ers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Going run again with McCaffrey. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 11, Panther 11. Get up.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Alert, alert. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Go.
They'll run. It's Guerrero. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Go now. Check go.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Here he goes again. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 Rattler.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Chased out to his right. Got a man, McCaffrey has it. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. It's Kader Kohou up to make that play.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Here's 2nd and 7. brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. McCaffrey hits the end zone for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back-to-back carries here. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain, and things looking a whole lot better now. 3rd and 3 upcoming.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he'll get it up to the 44. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing from the gun. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back now, pressure on its way. Coleman with the grab. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
From the gun on 3rd down. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They are throwing it again. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They've got first down from the 31. A give now from the gun. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Working quickly here. They go play action here. Throwing this back in the end zone. And he loses control of the interception in the end zone. Could have taken away some potential points, but instead, new life, 3rd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Garindo. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now it's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Bronco 80.
We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The 49ers with it here, hoping to close out a playoff victory. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's Purdy to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a 49er 1st down. Now a give. It's McCaffrey headed right. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Samuel comes in motion left. Go. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers push their lead to 18. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Return starts at the 3. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Forced out to his right. And he can't reel it in. Incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it sets up second down.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that. Get out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
Second and 10 now. Headed out right. He's running with it. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Dropping back to throw. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, New York! The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants make it an 11-point ball game. Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's 2nd and 5. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On the give, it's Garindo. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Garindo running between the tackles. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Here's Garindo again. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Gain, that sets up 1st and goal.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers have likely locked up Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers push their lead to 18. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Has this at the 6. And he doesn't get very far on the return, just beyond the 5-yard line.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be second down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk.
He's got it deep downfield.